The new Formula E season is almost upon us, but there's still loads of racing fans out there that haven't given the all-electric series a chance. So here at Apex Motorsport, we come up with 5 reasons to watch, or at least attempt to watch, Season 7 of the Formula E World Championship. Number 1 is full of big racing names. This first point may be slightly controversial, as Formula E is very much trying to make itself different from Formula 1, but many former Formula 1 drivers are currently competing in the series, and some have been very impressive. Currently there are 6 drivers who have also played their trade in Formula 1, with Stoffel van Dorn, Lucas de Grassi, Jean-Eric Vergne, Sebastian Buemi and Pascal Wehrlein all taking part in multiple Grand Prix, with Andre Lauder also getting a single Formula 1 outing in 2014 for Caterham at the Belgian Grand Prix. The series has also featured the likes of Felipe Massa, Jacques Villeneuve, Nick Heidfeld, among many other talented drivers who have all taken part in a Formula 1 race as well as a Formula E race. Even current AlphaTauri driver Pierre Gasly has taken part, with the French driver replacing Sebastian Buemi at 2 races in New York prior to making his Formula 1 debut in 2017. The series is far more than a retirement home for ex-Formula 1 drivers, and while it is the more experienced drivers that seem to be joining the series after their Formula 1 careers appear to be over, we're seeing young drivers select the series instead of Formula 1, with Nick de Vries being a prime example for that. Drivers like Sam Bird, Mitch Evans and new driver of the series Nick Cassidy have a huge fan base, and none of these drivers have ever competed in the Formula 1 Grand Prix. Number 2, it is now a World Championship. There was one thing the Formula 1 had the Formula E didn't, and that was a winner who could call themselves a World Champion. But that has now changed, with Formula E being given World Championship status beginning from this season. This means that the title means just that little bit more this season, as the drivers aim to be the first ever Formula E World Champion, after Nelson Piquet Jr., Sebastian Buemi, Lucas de Grassi, Jean-Eric Vergne and Antonio Felix da Costa claimed the drivers' championships that have been on the line since the championship began. Number 3, the season opener Under the Lights. It is hard to beat the sight of race cars driving fast around the track at night, and we will get to see this in the opening round of Season 7 of Formula E, with a double header at the Diriyah E-Prix in Saudi Arabia. It should be an exciting event and might just level the playing field, as it will be a challenge for all drivers, not just the rookies this season. It might just open up opportunities for further night races in the future, with the E-Prix starting in the evening in the UK. It will hopefully draw a large audience and help increase the audience of the all-electric racing series. Number 4, fan input and power boosts. If you're a fan of Formula 1, there's bound to be times where you just want to give your favourite driver a little boost to get past a driver holding them back ahead. In Formula E, you can do just that by using the fan boost feature that allows you to vote for the driver you would like to receive a power boost that they can use in the second half of the race for only a few seconds, but it could be enough to pull off a race deciding overtake. There is also attack mode, and you may have heard this called the Mario Kart mode in the past, and that's one way people describe it. Somewhere in the track there's a section that's usually off the racing line the drivers have to pass through twice during the race at least in order to receive a boost that will last 4 minutes, and this can usually help a driver at the back of a train to close up and maybe even take the lead of a race. The drivers really earn their money in their decision making for when they go into attack mode, as they might drop a few places in the running order and being caught behind the pack, something that will slow them down overall. Number 5, it's just exciting racing. There's been too many times that a Formula 1 race has ended and you're left wondering how Formula 1 are going to get a highlights package out for the race, France 2019 for example. Formula E is more often than not exciting, and with the vast majority of tracks being on straight courses, one mistake can change the whole outlook of the race, not only for the car directly affected, but for the rest of the grid as well. We often see races go down to the final lap, and the final lap of the first Formula E race back in 2014 really just sums up what the series is like.
Here in Beijing, there's still just 0.6 of a second between first and second, but it looks as though Nico Prost may just have enough. He comes through turn 19, 1 turn to go. Heidfeld's closing in as they come towards the final corner at turn 20. Is Heidfeld going to fancy a look into the last corner of the race? Heidfeld goes to the inside line and they make contact and they're both off. and that's an accident for Nick Heidfeld. He has gone off the circuit. The two of them come together in the final corner, which means Lucas de Grassi is going to take victory in the FIA Formula E race here in Beijing. A dramatic end to the race as Nick Heidfeld is pitched into the air after contact with Nico Prost. The Venturi team watching on.
I think the World Championship status will play a huge role in how competitive this season will be, with drivers taking more risks later in the championship if they're still on with an outside shot at winning the title. We are really excited to see the start of the Formula E season, and with racing returning, it will help fill the void that was left after the 2019-20 season ended with 6 races in Berlin. The series is back travelling across the world to the best of its ability, and with the final calendar still not confirmed, it will keep the drivers and the teams on their toes to ensure that they are in with the best shot to win the title come the end of the season. Let us know in the comment section below who you think will win both the Drivers' World Championship and the Teams' World Championship this season. If you want to keep up to date with all things Formula E and Formula 1, then please do consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and also follow us on all social media accounts that are linked in the description below. We also have a website, theapexmotorsport.com, where we have a lot more content from the world of motorsport. So that's going to bring this video to close. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye.